Ladies and gentlemen, come rain, shine, sleet, pandemic, volcanoes, earthquakes, cold American Civil War, every month I do a fundraiser to keep THORnews up and running. So if you'd like to contribute and donate, we're now in the August fundraiser. I got a PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, Patron. Only $1,607 left to go. And as I've been saying all year, the August, September, October, November period is going to be pretty rough and wild. So it brings me no joy to bring y'all bad news, but as your Planetary Defense Commander, that is my job. And so in just 15 days, the number of Americans hospitalized with COVID has jumped from 20,000 to 41,000. And so the peak was in December 2020 when we had 120,000 people hospitalized. And almost everyone out there seems to think when this does hit, it is only going to be a Category 2 or Category 3 pandemic, quote-unquote, hurricane. Just means like how strong it's going to be. And nobody has thought that this could actually be stronger than we've seen it before. Not many people paid attention when 2.5 to 5 million people died in India just months ago when they had a bunch of funeral pyres burning. So as your Planetary Defense Commander, the next month or 2 or 3, it's going to be a very, like everybody's made their choices. So let's just do what we can to stay cool and stay safe. And like the number of people hospitalized with COVID in Florida surpasses the peak of the second wave already. And, this thing probably won't peak out until September, maybe even October. But just like the India variant, or the one that hit India, it'll explode for like a month or 2 to 3 weeks, and then it'll kind of go down and disappear again, and then may show up again somewhere across the globe like it's done the whole time. All right, let's get to the less triggering dangers that we face. Meredith Garofalo, I'm in a bit of a funk, I'll try and snap out of it. Wow, cities like Walterboro, South Carolina, saw over 6 inches of rain in the last 24 hours and unfortunately caused roads to wash out beneath the floodwaters. With more rain in the forecast, always remember, when in doubt, find another route. The red bean is now erect and much bigger than I thought it would grow. We're looking at possible severe weather, dangerous severe weather, moving through Wisconsin and then Michigan, and they've seen a lot of severe weather lately. And then the orange ain't no joke either. And then they've added one down here to the North Carolina, Virginia, and areas. So we are in for a night of wild weather up north, and then that storm pattern continues as the storm will rage from like down here and then move down to tomorrow. So this area, you guys are definitely under red alert. It was only a matter of time. A strong, convectively coupled Kelvin wave is passing the tropical Atlantic today. This is the leading edge of the Madden-Julian oscillation. So this CCKW is essentially changing the large-scale environment to one that is more conducive for Atlantic hurricanes. And so we think somewhere around the middle of August, possibly a little bit later in August, we could definitely have some hurricanes or tropical storms that we got to deal with. The pandemic Olympics seem to be besieged with problems. And you can add possible typhoon or tropical storm to the list, says Hiroko Tabuchi. And we'll keep an eye on that as well. But yeah, dude, Hurricane Man says the tropics are lit. And I'm not going to disagree. Derecho potential looking very high in parts of Wisconsin via the HREF into Lake Michigan. And derecho means dick in Spanish. Like detective? I think. I don't know, my Spanish is bad. I only know un poco. ZZ Top bassist Dusty Hill passed away at age 72. Hopefully he'll be rocking on in heaven. Here's our picture of my Houston mayor, Sylvester Turner, and Texas governor, Republican and Democrat, celebrating with the ZZ Topper See, rock and roll can heal people and bring people together, which is why the divide and conquer junkies fight so hard to keep it suppressed. Oh, hail. You got golf ball sized hail in Hollywood, Maryland, for Bangladesh now joins the list of places that have been hit by catastrophic flooding. Over the last few weeks, heavy rains in Bangladesh have caused deadly flash flooding and landslides in Cox's Bazar, forcing hundreds of refugees into emergency shelters. U.S. aid is providing thousands of high-energy biscuits and hot meals. We got more heat waves on the way, and don't be surprised for the volcano action to get more intense, possibly the intensest we've seen this year, which is saying a lot, in August. We had a major massive eruption from Indonesia's Sinabung volcano. It erupted on Wednesday, releasing ash more than 14,000 feet into the air. There were no casualties, though, and alert remains at the second highest level. Remember, Indonesia just had like a 6 and a 6.6 earthquake, I think, the other day. And with all the gas giants on the same side of the sun, look, these planets are huge compared to the interior planets. And so when they're all on the same side, it causes an imbalance. For some reason, that seems to always cause more earthquakes and volcanoes and crazy earth changes. And Jupiter just retrograded back into Aquarius today with Saturn. It was over here in Pisces with Neptune, which kind of had a way more laid-back, enjoyable life vibe. But we're back into the shit, man. We're back in about 4 or 5 months of Jupiter in Aquarius with Saturn. So expect it to be, kind of like December through May was of 2020 to 2021. So be ready. All right. We got cool, rare blue auroras over Canada. A solar wind stream hit Earth during the early hours of July 28th. First contact rattled Earth's magnetic field and then sparked rare blue auroras over Canada. Joe Weatherly sends his picture of the colorful spray just outside of Edmonton. Hey, thanks, Joel. Yeah, auroras are cool. And these are blue, so that means they are rare. We got 2 sunspots on the sun, so I don't know, yeah, these are crazy days indeed. And I feel like over the last 8 years, and especially over the last 2 years, I have done a very fantastic job. I'm still stuck in a weird shadow band box. I'll do my best. That's what I do. Yeah, be on the lookout for crazy weather. And congratulations for surviving July. Now let's do our best, stay cool, keep our optimism. I definitely think 2022 is going to be a much better year than 2020 and 2021. And I definitely think 2023 is going to be a better year than probably 2022. And I think 2025 through 2028 will probably be our best years. So, something to look forward to. But I'm just saying again, we've been talking about the 3 periods, and we're coming up on the next danger zone, which will be August, September, October, November. Yay. This ain't our first rodeo, man. We have risen to the challenge every single time. And so, yes, things are slowly improving in some ways, but it is definitely a clusterfuck shit show. Oh my God, I can't believe we're screwing up this badly, collectively, all the time, often. I'm no dummy. You're no dummy. So that's cool. Yeah, try not to talk shit to people, and I will do that too. Okay? I'm working on it. That's a lot of lightning. Yeah, we're watching this storm. And you got all that smoke. Yeah, it's a crazy world, man. Yeah, and I totally wanted to have more fun during the pre-August, September period. But, c'est la vie. I'm grateful, appreciative, blessed. Look at that going over Florida. Wild. I love you, Wisconsin. My grandparents, both of my Norwegian grandparents were from Wisconsin. Viroqua and La Crosse, I think. And, whenever they're like, hey, if you could have a girlfriend and go anywhere on vacation, where would you go? I was like, the Wisconsin Dells. And we don't have to go there first, but is definitely on a list of places I'd like to visit. Wisconsin's gorgeous. And then if you ride the ducks, by Lake Michigan. Anyway, everybody be cool, be safe. Remember, this red has extended, so this is old. Christmas trees have gotten their asses kicked by the fires in American, Oregon, and Canada. So expect Christmas tree inflation this year. Biden warned today cyber attacks could escalate to real shooting war, which is interesting. And they're definitely cracking down on crypto in slow, silent ways, but it's kind of like Lehman Brothers. It may be a couple months before the actual crackdown, And I'm just, don't get mad at me for telling you how it's going to be, but I imagine that we're going to see a pissed off Biden when we get to about 1,000 people dying a day from the coronavirus. And if we had 4,000 people die when we got to 120,000 hospitalizations, which lagged 2 to 3 weeks, then that means we're going to have at least we'll get to a period where you have 1,000 to 250 people dying a day in America of the virus in about 2 to 3 weeks. So the question now is, how high will it go? Anywhere from, I would guess, 2,000, worst case scenarios could go over the 4,000 we saw in very worst case monster movie scenario, which is still possible. I don't know. Overall, collectively, we're really not good at playing defense. And we got to get better. Maximum room for improvement. Dixie Fire is crushing shit with heat and fire. It's burned a whole lot. Sonora, just south of Arizona and Mexico, they got major floodings. I don't know, I guess if things start to really flood in the future, instead of taco trucks, they'll have taco boats. Well, you got to adapt or die. Am I right? Okay. And I meant that for all over. I don't know if everywhere is like Houston. We have tons of cool-ass taco trucks here. I would say taco trucks or food trucks in Houston outnumber fast food joints, which has happened over the last 5-7 years. And I really like that. So you definitely want to take good care of and provide for the people who feed you every single day. They cook for you, prepare your meals. Yeah, I know it's a weird, drastic, dire situation all over. And like I said, be prepared for it to be kind of shitty until about December, and then hopefully 2022 will be a whole lot better. And how bad will hurricane season be? Nobody knows. I'm putting a lot of faith in the atmospheric defense team, but I don't want to get too optimistic about things. Okay, so this is this report. I'll try to snap out of my funk. And I appreciate you guys, and I'll do my best to continue to give you good information. And I'll be watching that storm tonight. If you'd like to contribute or donate, I would greatly appreciate it. I give all I can to give you guys the best information. And this pretty much is my life. I don't have a girlfriend. I don't have kids. Don't have a wife. Don't have an ex-wife. I've just got my YouTube channel, y'all, and now my band. And I get to see my mom now once or twice a year. But, and so this is what I do, and I try to do the best. And I depend on your contributions and donations to survive and to keep doing it. So I got multiple ways. I got a mailbox, PayPal, Venmo, CashApp, Patron. Only $1,607 left to go. But Australian Fight Club has been incredible. You guys have allowed me to do it like this for like 4 or 5 years. I think we've done this 12 times a year, and you guys always take care of me. So I appreciate that. But then I go hard every month. But thank you very much, Charles, D, Cephas, Pep, Nancy, Darlene, Asteroid Fight Club. You guys super rock. And so it's kind of like, where we were last year. We know we're going to get hit with a giant wave of pandemic. And then we got wildfires, possibly hurricanes and floods, and then crypto versus fiat, and then Russia versus China versus USA versus I don't know. But I still think we're going to make it, man. Oh yeah, England. You guys are also having weather. Just thought I'd let you know. All right, I should wrap this one up because this storm is going to be nasty, so I'm going to watch it for you guys. All right, stay cool, stay safe. God bless everyone, and it is now go time. Oh, yeah, and let's say you've never donated or contributed to my channel, but you've watched over 100 videos of mine and you're doing okay. Maybe contribute this time. That'd be nice. You don't have to. I'll still be putting out the information, bro. As long as I can.